Hello again to another Agricultural Reaction. Today
we're watching Restoration Update Meet the New Notre Dame by Megabuild.
And we're watching with Derek because it's date night. Yep. Yay. And we want to know what's going on there because we're going to Paris this year. So you probably want to see that place, huh?
Eventually, yes. I like architecture.
Yeah, so let's go. Let's see. How much did they build after the fire?
Over 850 years, Notre Dame de Paris has stood as more than just a beautiful cathedral. It's a symbol deeply ingrained in France's history and culture. Located in the center of Paris on the Ile de la Cité, this architectural marvel has witnessed centuries of ups and downs, making it a beloved landmark globally. When you look at it, you can see how its walls hold onto history. Now let's take a step back and look at the history of how Notre Dame was built. Construction of Notre Dame began in 1163 during the Gothic era under the reign of King Louis VII. The construction was completed in 1345, making the construction period about 182 years. With its impressive facade, intricate flying buttresses, and stunning stained glass windows, the cathedral showcased the architectural brilliance of its time. One cannot imagine that architects and labourers worked together and came up with this brilliant piece of architecture together. Over the years, it played host to significant events such as coronations, royal weddings, and national celebrations. Victor Hugo's renowned novel, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, further contributed to its global fame. But you know how all good things come to an end? Similar is the case of the once majestic Notre Dame. Throughout the years, Notre Dame has faced damage for several reasons. According to the cathedral's website, there was once a point where Notre Dame was in a stage of disrepair and close to the point of demolishing. However, Napoleon, crowned emperor inside the cathedral in 1804, saved it. The cathedral even faced threats during World War II, so the stained glass rose window had to be removed until the war's end. But the damage that was to come in 2019 was much bigger than any previous ones. In April 2019, swept through
for some reason I had in my head that was happening during the COVID 2020. That the 2020, the year of devastation. It's just, but it was actually before. Okay.
Destroying its roof and iconic spire while causing substantial damage. The world watched in shock as this tragedy took place, prompting an international outpouring of grief and support. French President Emmanuel Macron made a promise to rebuild Notre Dame, emphasizing its integral role in the country's soul, history, and literature. On that sad evening in April 2019, Notre Dame de Paris went through something incredibly heartbreaking, a massive fire that changed its iconic look forever. Around 6:18 p.m., flames broke out in the attic, quickly destroying its old wooden beams and delicate craftsmanship. The eerie glow of the fire painted a strange picture over the familiar Parisian landmark. The worst moment hit at 7:50 p.m, when Notre Dame's tall spire, a silent witness to centuries of history, gave in to the fierce fire. The collapse of this important piece of architecture happened in front of the world, showing the loss of something truly special. It's worth mentioning that the spire, the standout part of Notre Dame's look, wasn't part of the original building in the 12th century. It was added during a restoration in the 19th century, carrying its own historical significance as a symbol of the cathedral's enduring spirit. Watching this cultural icon burn had a deep emotional impact. Images seen worldwide showed the cathedral covered in flames against the Paris night sky. The shared shock and sadness emphasized how much Notre Dame meant to the people, both culturally and emotionally. But in the midst of all the destruction, there was a bit of hope. Notre Dame's famous stained glass windows survived. These really old artworks, with their intricate designs, made it through the fire, standing strong in the midst of the ashes. In fact, the iconic stained glass rose window also stayed safe throughout this incident. The stained glass windows became a symbol of Notre Dame's ability to endure tough times, offering a bit of hope for its eventual recovery. The thing is, you can fix concrete walls and all the other stuff at this time, but those stained glass windows were not easy to restore. and it was like a sign from the skies that there is something that people can still do about it to fix the architecture. Apart from the spire, the roof also faced significant damage. The upper walls of the cathedral were also destroyed. However, the interior was saved from massive destruction due to the vaulted stone ceiling, which held onto the burning roof as it collapsed. Most of the artwork and religious relics were also removed from the cathedral in time, but some still suffered from smoke damage while others were destroyed. Even though there were no casualties, 3 workers got injured while trying to save anything in the cathedral they could. But since the damage was already done, the challenge now was to restore it, and for this, Emmanuel Macron set a 5-year deadline. Now that we're talking about the reconstruction,
Yeah, because the Olympics coming in this year.
Spire itself. Reconstructing Notre Dame's spire was a significant engineering challenge, given its historical and non-original nature. While rebuilding the spire, the focus was on keeping it as identical as possible to the one designed in the 19th century. This original version was designed by the famous architect Eugène Viollet-le-Duc, and doing so was a challenge. This also meant that the material used was similar to the original one, including wood for roofing and stone for other parts. Not to mention, this rebuilding wasn't just handed over to anybody that came forward. Instead, it involved the expertise of chief architects of historical monuments, the advisory council that handles important restoration projects in France,
That's how
and other
it should be done,
building experts.
isn't
At
it?
the moment, the removal of the burned scaffolding...
It's a rebuilding, not building new thing. So why would they give that to architects that they will start, oh, that would be looking better, that would be looking better, you know. It's looking, they're rebuilding the Notre Dame Cathedral that was standing there for 850 years and it's looking different? No, you're supposed to rebuild it the same way, so they should put that into the hands of people that they live and work with the restorating stuff. Get me?
I get you.
Okay. I'm just, you know.
But you know, new screen TV and maybe titanium beams would have been nice instead of the stone stuff. It's outdated.
What you mean? TV?
You know,
Well,
modern art.
Okay, maybe the things that they aren't visible to the eye could be like made from something stronger, not wood. But if it's still, it was there for 850 years and it was fine. So, you know.
Nave and choir is also being prepared with great care for future installation. Around 300 tons of melted scaffolding have to be removed, and it requires precise execution to prevent further instability.
That scaffolding was there during the fire.
However, the engineers involved employed innovative solutions, including advanced bracing techniques to secure the structure during the initial phase, successfully avoiding potential collapse risks. The old golden rooster that called the top of the spire its home for a year was damaged in the fire. Even though it was saved, it was still not usable. So the spire will get a new golden rooster. This new rooster, designed to resemble a phoenix as a symbol of the endurance and resurrection, represents the broader theme of Notre Dame's recovery from the fire. The cathedral vault, specifically the transept crossing, the choir, and the nave vaults, are also being repaired using medieval techniques to restore their original form and structure. Now, if we talk about the cross-shaped base, it has already been set in place, and the spire is also installed. So it's safe to say that the process is almost complete. Apart from that, the workers achieved another significant milestone by restoring the grand organ, as it's one of the central pieces of the cathedral's musical heritage. The organ builders replaced wind chests and connected them to the console. This process will allow the proper manual functioning of the grand organ. Selecting materials for the restoration involved a delicate balance between historical authenticity and modern structural requirements. The engineers opted for a combination of traditional and contemporary materials to ensure durability while respecting the cathedral's architectural integrity. Materials like wood and stone were sourced from the same areas as the ones used in the original construction of the building. Along with that, this time, the restoration required extra steps to help avoid any future incidents that could damage the building. The material selection for restoration involved several factors, including historical authenticity, availability, and structural integrity. Not only did it require original materials for the roofing, but also a careful selection of the timber to match the quality and dimensions of the original 1,300 trees that were harvested over a decade. Not to mention, this restoration isn't all about building the cathedral again. it also required significant scientific research, with more than 170 scholars studying and analysing different aspects of the cathedral, including the materials, sculpture, ornamentation, and civil engineering. While on the topic, we must not ignore the innovative 3D scanning and modelling incorporated into the restoration process. This new technology played a major role in the restoration of Notre Dame. 3D scanning and modelling helped engineers find accurate solutions to the challenges that blocked their way while working on the cathedral. Laser scanning technology is used to create a detailed 3D model of a building. Doing this to the cathedral allowed the engineers to capture as many data points as possible to create a watertight mesh to be used to rebuild the building virtually. This technology helped scan the whole building and the stones, which made it possible to reconstruct the stone ribs that once supported the cathedral's arches. So far, the 3D scanning and modelling technology has helped the experts understand the damage that the cathedral sustained in the 2019 fire. So it's safe to say that with this technology, they have found solutions for all issues related to the restoration. While the structural restoration is in process, the idea is to bring beauty to the areas surrounding the cathedral as well. This beautifying process will be carried out while keeping climate change in mind, such as planting trees for shade and introducing water features to reduce heat. As per the reports, the total cost required to rebuild Notre Dame is about $767 million. But the good thing is that over $900 million have already been raised in donations from over 340,000 donors in 150 countries. Apart from donating money, different countries and organizations have offered help in rebuilding the cathedral as well. On April 15, 2020, Germany came forward and offered to rebuild some of the large clerestory windows located far above eye level. And on April 18, Ubisoft, the French game developer and publisher, also
I didn't know that was French.
research about the building structure. This research was actually previously done in order to recreate the cathedral in the 2014 video game Assassin's Creed Unity. Following the Notre Dame fire, the French government promptly committed a substantial amount of funds for the restoration. Private donors, particularly influential French billionaires and corporations, played a crucial role in funding Notre Dame's restoration. Notable contributors like Louis Vuitton, L'Oréal, Apple, and Disney made significant donations. Each donor had a unique connection to the cathedral, whether driven by cultural appreciation, corporate responsibility, or personal history. While the primary financial support came from within France, the international community also expressed solidarity with the restoration effort. Various countries and organizations recognized the global importance of Notre Dame, contributing to the collective effort to preserve this iconic cultural heritage beyond national borders. But that wasn't all. In 2022, about 8 workshops of master glassmakers and locksmiths started the process of cleaning and restoring the cathedral's glass windows. Germany's Cologne Cathedral also joined the effort, and they restored 4 stained glass windows. Rebuilding Notre Dame is a big and detailed job, but there's been a lot of progress. As of 2023, about 1,000 workers are working on the project. This includes both on-site and specialized workshops across France. Not just that, according to the latest reports, the tall spire has been rebuilt, marking a crucial step in fixing things. The government is still working on taking down the scaffolding, showing off parts of the fixed-up front, and carefully fixing up important parts like vaults, strong walls, and colorful windows. Even though there might be some unexpected problems, the aim is to finish everything by December 8th, 2024. Well, and again,
I guess the coronavirus didn't help with the timeline.
Church services and tourist visits in December 2024, the full restoration will not be complete until 2025.
I won't be able to see it.
Reports suggest that it could
I can see it from afar.
Yeah, can walk past it.
Yeah.
Rebuilding Notre Dame isn't just about fixing a building.
I mean, it's not bad. It took them 180 something years to build it. So it's like restoring it in, 5-6 years? It's not that bad.
Yeah, well, technology.
Yeah.
That advances, you get things done faster.
Great again. As we keep going,
Sure, there's kind of virtual
shows us
tour you
that we
take.
can be strong
Oh, yeah.
and creative
And
and
there's no
make
problem.
amazing things that last a really long time. To wrap things up, fixing Notre Dame is more than just a construction project. It's a sign of strength, creativity, and determination to keep something special alive. But hey, this story isn't over yet. We've got more episodes coming your way. We'll get into the nitty-gritty details, share stories about the people involved, and explore the cool techniques to make this reconstruction happen. So stick around for more. Thanks a bunch for joining us. If you liked what you heard, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, take care and stay curious.
The last thing kind of, I don't know what that was.
Stay curious.
Stay curious. No,
Says don't watch the
the
videos.
picture there.
Who cares about that video? Let's not watch it.
The picture that was showing there.
Tired?
Yes.
Me too.
I don't know what's going on.
I think we got up too late. But that was an interesting video. Well, you slept in. I got a good solid 5 hours.
Well, at least we know we can go up. You know, like obviously we're gonna go past it and see, but you know, we're gonna start not to see it inside. But
Next time.
Yeah, there will be reason to go next time.
Yes, of course. Gotta get a croissant.
Oh, we'll get it this time.
Another one.
Okay. No, yeah. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Thank you very much for watching. You'll see me tomorrow and see Eric next week. Bye!